What's up, YouTube? I'm Bo Tucker. I'm a rapper, producer, and just a dude that goes to college. So yeah, I just wanted to start making YouTube videos about how I do stuff and just to kind of show my face because like I'm trying to get myself out there because I'm trying to make money off of what I do, which is really hard to do when you're a solo artist. So yeah, don't take any advice from me because I'm not successful, right? What I'm here to do is kind of tell you a little bit about myself and tell you how I make my beats with this beat that I just made 5 minutes ago in 5 minutes. I was gonna do it live, but the video that I did it live really sucked, so y'all don't want to watch that. So I'm just gonna kind of go through the tracks and show you like how, like the methodology behind what I did. I'm from a pretty small town like that nobody knows about besides the people that live there. Yeah, I decided to start making kind of rap music when I was like 15 years old. It sucked. It really did. It sucked really bad when I was that age because I made my beats on GarageBand on an iPad and I recorded my vocals into Apple earbuds or earpods into the microphone on that. So I literally hold the microphone up to my mouth and record into it in my shed. So yeah, acoustics are great in sheds if y'all didn't know. That's a lie, don't take that advice. So I started doing that and then I got the bright idea to upload those to everything besides Pandora because Pandora only takes the best and I'm not the best. So yeah, I use this distribution service to do it. I started out using TuneCore and then I moved to this other one which was way cheaper, like way cheaper. Which shout out to Lander for their mastering and distribution services. Like y'all are a lifesaver, and their customer service is great. Aside from that, so I started making really crappy beats when I was like 15 on my iPad. I did it as a joke. I wasn't trying to be good. A lot of people liked it though. Like they liked the fact that I was on iTunes because it was funny. Like it was like, hey, this dude from my class, he's a rapper, and it's funny because he sucks, and everybody liked that. And I would walk into class and the teacher would be playing it. And the whole class would look at me and be like, yeah, that's the dude. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the dude. And I'd start laughing too because it was funny that the teacher would do that. And yeah, so like, I started doing that. And then I evolved. And by evolved, I mean I decided not to be total garbage anymore. Which is kind of opinionated. If you want to say I'm garbage now, like, that's your opinion. I don't think I'm garbage now because I actually like to listen to the songs I make now. A lot of people do too, at least they tell me they do. I quit making songs on GarageBand on my iPad. I bought Logic on my computer and I started messing around with that for like an entire summer. I just messed around with Logic and got really familiar with, that, got my workflow going, started making these beats that didn't sound like trash, started recording vocals with this new mic that I bought that didn't sound like trash, learned how to mix, learned how to mix my vocals good. I've always had kind of a background in music. Like I learned how to play the piano when I was 7. I played the saxophone, played the drums, had a little bit of experience with like the guitar. So yeah, like I've always been pretty into music and I love listening to other artists and kind of gaining knowledge from them. So like I really started going hard in 2017. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put together this first album. It's not gonna be total garbage because I don't want it to be total garbage. I want people to listen to it. So it's like a 14-song album. It took me like 2 months to do. And yeah, I mean, it was okay. People liked it, but it wasn't enough. Like I wanted more, I wanted better. After I released that album, the year after actually, I released a bunch of singles. So the first single I released had to do with, like that first album I released kind of had to do with how my life was going. Like I named it Life for that reason. And then the rest of my singles kind of had to do with, women. Which, yeah, women, as in I don't have any and I kind of tired of the grind, So I started releasing those. And a lot of people like those because a bunch of people can relate to that. Even the girls related to it. I don't really know how they did, but they did. They liked it, so I'm like, all right, okay, like I'll take it. So I kind of kept going with that vibe for a little bit. Then I went to college and I started going with more of a rager vibe, like Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi type, Gunna, I don't know, just kind of those styles. And I didn't want to like rip off their styles. I wanted to make my own sound, but also kind of have that same vibe of like, let's just freaking rage. So that's what I did. I kept using this same setup to do all that. I never really bought anything else after I got this. And then I released my latest album, which took me about less than a week to complete. Like, I spent an entire week on it. Just basically, I skipped class, just worked on music. I really wanted it to be good, so I just put my whole heart into it. A lot of people like it so far. It's been out for like 2 days as of when I'm recording this video. I've had a lot of positive feedback. I've had a little bit of negative feedback just from people who don't want to listen to it because they don't like rap music, which is respectable. Like, if you don't like rap music, then I'm not really the guy for you. I wouldn't call my music straight up rap music, but it's definitely rap inspired. I want my sound to be different, but I also want it to be familiar enough to where you can jam out to it. Now I'm gonna get to the making the beat part, which is probably why a lot of y'all watch this video. When I make my beats, I typically start out with a melody to keep the vibes going through the entire beat. I like vibes, so that's why we do it, right? In this case, this is a melody. Really, that's just a bunch of simple chords repeated. That's all I really do, and people like it. Like, that's what a lot of producers do. They just repeat a sample, repeat a set of chords or something just to keep it going. As long as they sound good, who can really argue? Then I add all the drums and the accents and stuff like that. With all that together, it sounds like this. Forgive me, but I had to. It's not too complicated as far as the rhythm goes. It just really needs to drive the beat along, get people bobbing their heads, feeling the music. Really just listen to the beat and add things as they pop into your head. Like, most of the time you can listen to what you have and figure out what you need to add. You can kind of be vibing to it and then hear this thing pop into your head like, oh, that would sound really good if that was in it. And then just put it in it. Like, that's the beauty of making music, is you can do whatever you want when you want to do it. That's what I do. When I get all this put together, I want to add like a secondary melody that I put in like my chorus part of the beat, so it kind of accentuates the vocals a little bit, makes people, feel it a little more. Well, usually that kind of pops into my head when I'm making the rest of the beat. And in this case, it sounded a little bit like this. The secondary melody, like, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to record. That rhymed, I didn't even mean for it to. I mean, I guess I'm just a rapper and it's rubbing off on me. Then I typically add like the trap bass. I'm gonna play it alone first because you might not be able to hear it very well on the speaker. And my setup's not that great, so I can't like channel it into the video live. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more professional at some point. But I'll just play the bass alone so you can kind of get a feel for what that sounds like. And then I'll just add everything else back in. Clearly it's not a very well mixed beat, not very well developed, but I mean, it has potential. It can definitely be improved upon. I'm not going to go into all the details on how to mix it yet. I'll do that in a different video on a beat that's actually pretty crappily mixed, if that's a word. So yeah, that's basically what I do. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you hate this video, please dislike it. If you like this video, please like it. Subscribe if you want to see more of this, which I don't know who would. Yeah, you guys have a great day. That pretty much wraps up this video.